Major warning signs printing on this chart right now. I've opened up a short on Bitcoin. This is my exact target. Am I bearish on Bitcoin? Now, let me start by saying this. I've been unabashedly bullish on Bitcoin since I gave the long setup from the exact bottom at $15,400 in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. I've been extremely bullish since we gave the long setup from 16.3K. And the reason why I was so bullish at these levels is because the chart was giving me nothing but bullish signals. Now, our job as traders, as investors, is to be as objective with these charts as possible so that we can profit as much as possible during the next bull run. So make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Now, let's start with what is going on here on these higher term timeframes. We are coming up to a major zone of resistance here on some of these higher term timeframes. All right, why is this such a major area of resistance? Because for a number of years, for 2 years, this was the level that Bitcoin could not lose. And so it makes perfect sense that when we come back up to the level, well, we would find some kind of resistance. And it's even very possible that we might get some kind of a rejection, right? It takes me back to high school when I used to try and ask out girls on dates, right? This was me. This was every single girl. I would ask them out on a date, and what would happen? They would reject me. They would give me the hand. They would give me the face. They would give me the teeth. But here's what I didn't realize. Why were they rejecting me? Well, if we take a look down at Market Cipher B, we can see very clearly that Market Cipher B was printing the bearish Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern, where we can see here that as the price is getting higher and higher into a key zone of resistance, Elizabeth Warren's eyebrows are getting lower and lower, showing us that the move is a little bit unsustainable. So when we come up to a hot girl and we try and ask her out, but we see Elizabeth Warren giving us that face, we need to be cautious, saying, look, although we maintain a bullish bias on these higher term timeframes, locally, if we're going to get a pullback, it's very probable that it's going to be from this level, which means this is the time where we should be, in my opinion, taking profits on longs, at least somewhat. We don't have to close our whole positions, at least take some profits and potentially open up some short trades. Now, as you can see, I have also opened up a short trade. I want to talk about why I have opened up a short trade from this level. Okay, it doesn't mean I think that the top is absolutely in, but I'm seeing the signs, which means, yeah, I'm going to open up some short trades, take some profits on them, and if we do get that pullback, I'm hedged. Now, this short setup was given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. We want to come up to the level of $30,514, looking at somewhat of a potential head and shoulders pattern that was going to be printing. If we take a look at a lower term time frame, we can see indeed we did short the top of this right shoulder. And the technical target that we have is actually going to be a retest of the 29,000 support resistance flip. So this is going to be very important. Now, I want to talk about potential targets to the downside, but first, let's bring up a few other very important points. If we take a look at the weekly time frame on Market Cipher B, we can see two things. First of all, money flow has officially curved into the blue. Now, historically speaking, a blue money flow with the weekly close last night is very bullish for Bitcoin in the long term. Right? This money flow curving to the blue means in the next few weeks or months, we're probably going to get more upside. However, the fact that the momentum wave is printing a top right here in confluence with the Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern means that, look, there's a good chance we could get a pullback from around this zone. I want to make that very clear, around this zone, because when I'm trading, when I take short trades, I want everybody to understand my approach. I take a short trade when I see an entry for a short trade. I take profit early and move my stop loss to the entry so that it's a guaranteed winning trade. But I leave half the trade open in case it just so happens to be the top. What that does is it guarantees I'm stacking my Bitcoin, but if we get that pullback, I'm in a position where I can really profit from that pullback, right? Now, in addition to the weekly time frame, I want to take a look at the monthly time frame. If you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give our scalp trades, our swing trades, our levels, we do 3 live streams every single day walking through the live price action. You can go to the website jasoncaspertrading.com and join the Discord right here. Also, guys, take advantage of 0% limit fees on ByBit. Of course, this is only if you know how to trade. This is a good deal if you are scalping these lower term timeframes like we do here. Those fees will cut into your profits. 0% limit fees on derivatives. Also, guys, if you deposit $100 on ByBit, you get 1 month free of our awesome tool, the Crypto Fusion Trading Bot, which will actually trade for you. For more information on the bot, check it out right here. To book a one-on-one session with a pro trader, check that out right here. And also, guys, check out our trading courses. If you want to learn how to do this and do it right with a systematic 0 to 100 approach, check out these courses, guys, at jasoncaspertrading.com. well, before we get to the monthly time frame, I want to take a look at the volume that's actually traded here as we come up to this level. We can see that as the price continues to get higher and higher and higher into our key zone of resistance, the amount of volume that's traded here has gotten lower and lower and lower. What is this telling us? It means the move to the upside is not being fueled by volume actually coming into the market. And this is pretty key because volume is the oxygen or the fuel that gives price the ability to move in a certain direction. If we are getting a move with a decrease of volume, that is showing us a weak move. All right, now let's go to the monthly time frame. I want to take a look at one last thing. This is an indicator that I found out about from a YouTube channel called Crypto Crew University. Make sure to go check them out because they do a lot of really good macro analysis. But he brought up the fact that this right here, and the name of this indicator is actually called the rank correlation index, Now, in the past, whenever the green line comes above the orange line, that just so happens to be the period in the relief rally where we get a little pullback or range. So back in 2015, the orange line crossed above the green line. That was for half a year, basically where Bitcoin started to range and do nothing, right? And then once again, we had this crossover in 2019, and this is where Bitcoin began to range leading into the Black Swan March 2020 dump. So this right now, as we can see, the orange has once again crossed above the green, showing that, look, there's a really good chance that as we come to this key area of resistance and we get the Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern, that, there's a good chance that we might start to range here for the next few months, right? So let's just keep all of this in the back of our minds as we are making a plan for Bitcoin. Okay, so let's go back to our weekly time frame and let's take a look at some key levels that we need to be aware of. First of all, nothing is guaranteed in technical analysis. It's all based on probabilities, right? And so we understand that we do have a macro inverted head and shoulders here with a bullish target of about $42,000. However, we also understand that we are coming up to a very key area of resistance. In addition to that, the higher term timeframes still remain bullish as market structure still remains bullish, but the lower timeframes and the medium timeframes are pointing to some downside. What does this mean? In my opinion, this means that I think we can look for a pullback and then another move to the upside. And there's two major zones I'd be looking for a pullback. And the first major zone is going to be the retest of $25,000. On a higher term time frame, $25,000 is going to be very key. Support resistance flip, neckline of the head and shoulder retest. Then maybe we can hit our bullish target. Second major zone is going to be the $21,000 level where we have a major support resistance flip, as well as the Fibonacci golden pocket, fake everybody out, make everybody think it's a fake out of the inverted head and shoulders, and then we can get our move to the upside. Now, in order to get more clarity on what is happening here, we do need to move down to a lower term time frame, right? Lower term time frame. So you can see right here, our head and shoulders pattern is breaking down very locally. This is going to be key. If we go ahead and we take our volume profile and we look at all the volume that has traded here, basically since we were in this old range in the middle of March, we can see that locally, 28.6K to 29K is going to be a very important support resistance flip. It's very possible that this breakout is just simply going to retest these highs, okay, and then give us another move to the upside. We need to be aware of that potential. If we start to lose the key levels, in my opinion, of 26,500, that actually opens up more downside. And here's why. Because we will now officially be changing market structure on these higher term timeframes, right? Market structure is king and volume is queen. If we see that the Bitcoin price has put in a higher low and then a higher high and then now officially makes a lower low, this is now telling us market structure is flipping bearish and we can look for more downside. So we need to approach this as if-then scenarios. If price makes a lower low here, then we can look to short the rise and compound our short trades along the way down. However, if Bitcoin finds support here and gets a bounce, then we can say, all right, let's close out the short trades, potentially even open some new long trades and take it level to level. All right, y'all, may everybody be blessed in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I do pray you are very blessed. And guys, as you know on this channel, the reason I am into crypto in the first place is because I believe it's very important for everybody to become as self-sufficient as they possibly can. And here's what I'm doing right now to become more self-sufficient. Also, in my last video, you saw I made 1.3 Bitcoin on a trade that I was in. And I took some of those profits I got myself 12 apple trees. I'm about to plant a brand new orchard right here. I've got a nice chunk of land right here that's gonna make for a beautiful orchard. Now I've already got another orchard planted. I've got 12 trees. I'm gonna get a few more, probably gonna do maybe 15, 16 trees, right? You can't eat Bitcoin, but you can eat apples. And the great thing about apples is that they will come back every year, right? They will come back every year. So you've got yourself a perennial food source, a nice perennial food source right here. All right, y'all, so we're off to go plant the trees right now. And of course, I always have my truck with me wherever I go because I have to keep my laptop near me at all times because I am monitoring the charts. If I get an alert while I'm out there, I gotta check, see what price is doing, you know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, if you want to plant some trees, there's two main tools that you're gonna need. Number one, good old-fashioned shovel, right? This is just to dig the holes, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you got some rocky soil, you're also gonna need yourself one of these good old-fashioned pickaxes. Why pickaxe? It'll cut through all the rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, got an alert, y'all, so better go check and see what's going on over here. Look at that, Bitcoin got a little pump right into our level, coming right up to the value area high of the range. Would you look at that?